Good evening, everybody. In high school softball, Kirksville is looking for its first win of the year. They are taking on Highland as we speak. We will have the final numbers for you tonight on the Late Sports. The Kirksville volleyball team travels to Mexico tomorrow night. A road trip will be good for the Tigers for a couple of reasons.
It'll let the nerves calm down a little bit. I think it's harder when you're younger to play at home because you got your friends in the stands and stuff. And when you go to an away game, I think you can just focus on the volleyball and you're not quite as nervous.
Truman State Volleyball will hold a free clinic Friday night starting at 6 for kindergarten through 8th grade. Then the Truman State players will scrimmage starting at 7. In high school football, Kirksville will have its home opener Friday against Chillicothe at 7. One of the things the Tigers want to do is move the chains and hang on to the football. Last week they had 7 turnovers against Blair Oak, so hanging on to the ball has been stressed this week.
Just a bigger emphasis on ball security, and some of the turnovers were growing pains. It's the fruit of growing pains as far as our option game is concerned, and we knew that was going to be a process, getting that off the ground and getting it going.
Ottumwa football coach Rich Mason wanted to see consistency from his squad. The good news is now that the opening game is 3 days away, the Bulldogs seem to have their bite back.
You can only go so long where you're just focusing on each other, and now we've got kind of a common focus that we're all shooting towards. So we've had some improvement.
In Friday's Knox County Marceline football game, the playmakers on offense will get the headlines, but it's the guys in the trenches that will determine the outcome.
On our right side of our offensive line, Logan Miller and Corey Mowbray against they have an all-state defensive tackle on defensive end. I get 4 great athletes going up against each other. I think that'll go a long way in who wins the game.
It's a big week for the Truman State football team. There is a 3-way battle at quarterback. For the other players, it's day 12 of camp. It can be a grind, so the key is to stay focused.
I liken it to being a distance runner. You know, in a long-distance race, you need to stay in contact with somebody. And if you get out of contact or stuck in the middle, you can float for a little bit. And obviously when you see the finish line, you give a little burst. But hopefully this week our guys will be mature and continue to work, and I expect that they will.
Truman State men's soccer team has been picked to finish 13th in the GLVC preseason poll. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will miss at least 2 more races because of effects from a concussion. Teresa is clear-headed. She will have final weather right after you watch this.